MA HRM of SDNB Vaishnav College of Women. It is our privilege to have all of you here today. To begin with the proceedings of the webinar, we have Devika from first year of MA HRM to deliver the welcome address. Devika, please.
Yeah, good evening. Am I audible, Akshaya?
Yes. Yeah, you are.
Okay. Good evening to one and all present here. I, Devika, heads of First MA HRM, on behalf of the whole team of PG Department of Human Resource Management, would like to welcome you all to the national webinar on the triangle love story of millennials, pandemic, and the HR. I take great pleasure in welcoming our beloved teachers, management staff, and the enthusiastic audience present here. Lastly, and most importantly, I welcome our chief guest for the day, Ms. Apurva Raghunathan, who would be enlightening us on the topic today. Ms. Apurva is currently working as a HR generalist in Evolve Solutions. She's not only a HR professional, but also a dedicated social and motivational speaker. She takes menstruation classes for women, free motivation and life skill classes for college students, and she is a constant source of motivation to the kids who are appearing for class 10, 11, and 12 board exams. She completed her engineering and CSA department with distinction and worked as a soft skill trainer for a year, and she continued freelancing. Later, she completed her MBA in HR from PSG Institute of Management. She's been in the HR field for the past 3 years. So once again, we welcome you, ma'am. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Devika. That was very nice of you.
Yeah.
And also, Akshaya, really thank you for the first speech. And Mahisha, ma'am, thank you for being present here. Okay, so everyone has joined. So shall we wait for 5 to 10 minutes?
No, we can start.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Devika. I'm profusely elated to call our chief guest, Ms. Apurva Raghunathan. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Everyone here is like MA HRM, right?
Yes, mostly they'll be students of HRM, and we have other students also from management stream.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. So I'll just go with a brief of like how I started my HR career and what made me to start my HR career. Okay. So firstly, when I was in my college CSE, everyone, there was a placement officer and placements are going on, and I tried really hard to code, but coding was not my piece of cake. So I just tried, and then I thought I'll just go for any job that I got. So that incident made me to go for FACE. I just worked as a soft skill trainer in FACE. So FACE is an academic trainer institute. So where you go to colleges and you teach people every time, like soft skills and verbal classes and logical classes and everything. So what happens, like after a period of like 3 to 4 months, I thought like I'm very good at this, and that's how that made me enter into the HR field particularly. So now when I approached Devika at first, she asked me the topic is my own decision. So I just gave a topic like triangle love story between the millennials, pandemic, and the HR. Okay, can anyone turn the video on, because it is like I'm just seeing with the blank screen. Yeah. Thank you so much, Devika. If that's okay, ma'am, I'll just share with Devika.
Yes. Because the other participants will be, they are just a part. They are using only the participant link.
Okay.
Panel members will be able to turn on their videos.
Okay. So I'll just speak, because it is a very blank screen now. I'm just getting stuck in between. Okay. So I started my career before pandemic, and what happened after pandemic is what today we are going to speak about. So the first half an hour will be basically of what is the things that is opening, like happening in the office, and the next half an hour I'll just teach what are the important things that I understood in my life. The first thing is the topic. So everyone knows that millennials and generation Z, right? So difference between them. So millennials is basically the people who are from 1980 to 1995, and the generation Z is like 1996 to 2005. So what happens is, so before when I started my career now, only then I got like candidates who are like really who puts more efforts than the candidates right now. So what happens, for the first day we go to campuses and we recruit people from them, and then the next day the candidates comes to the jobs and everyone is very happy with it, and he's also very enthusiastic about it. But what happens is Last time I went for a campus recruitment and we saw a college now. We took a hire. So he was almost 2000 born, and we took him for an hire, and everything was interesting. So I just the first day that guy joined, and what happens is at the end of the day, he said everything is okay, ma'am. We're onboarding only. We had said okay, pa onboarding now. Everyone knows Tamil, right? Okay. So onboarding now, there like just we went through these are the officers and this is a cabin and reporting supervisors. You guys would have read about onboarding and induction, orientation, everything. Na? So we just went with the flow. Like he was a 2000 kid, so he was like really enthusiastic and all. Jolly, he came to office and he was saying, okay, first day at office. He was like sticking a status on Instagram reel. He was like, first day at office. Okay, say okay, it was nice. Okay, so we thought he's really enthusiastic, but he was really enthusiastic. Everything went well and he went home by 6:30 at 6:30 correct, like school na he went home. The next day morning, just that day he joined, and the next day morning what happened, we was just checking the status and all. I got his number, but somehow he was written a WhatsApp status na. I was just saying, he was like, no, leave your job sucks. They yesterday only have joined ra adukulla ennachu. So this is how the generation gap has been turned. First, like 1 year back, when we take a hire, he's like very grateful for the job. He'll be like, I'll put all my efforts. When I'm asking for a candidate, like, can you come and join? He'll be like, ma'am, can you give work from home full day? Or ma'am, can you have a flexible work schedule, like 4:1, like 4 days I'll work and 3 days can we live in, like 4 days I'll work for 8 to 9 hours and all. I was like, normally 8 to 9 hours we will work all the time. Then why do you want 4? No, ma'am, I want to enjoy my life. So this is how people like it. I won't say it is a wrong thing, but it has been very drastic due to this pandemic. People will gradually change from one point to other point, but when you have this now, gradual change, it was very drastic. So, and this case, so if you know or not, but HR is like really, really a stressful and a beautiful job in the other comparatively to the other jobs. So why I chose HR? Na? In our college, we had the first year as the whole MBA, and the second year will be like you have 4 options. You can go for operations, marketing, finance, as well as the HR. So everyone in our college itself, they said, don't go for HR, you will not get a job. I said, illa, we can go for HRs. And people, because my college is mainly into marketing side, so they said, illa, don't go for HR side. But I got a campus placement. I worked in another company before joining this Evol Solutions. I just shared that journey also, how it was and how it changed my life. So when I got into the campus, so everyone thought HR is a difficult job, and even there was talks like before pandemic, there was talks like HR will be everything automated. People will not be having a day-to-day classes and all. Everything will be automated. You don't need robots and all will come. HR there'll be no jobs. But as long as people exist and work in an organization, there will be definitely jobs for HRs. And HR is most comparatively to the other departments, or MNC la paathalume seri, and normal small scale companies la paathalume seri, the HR is the most stressful job we can ever see, and also the beautiful one, because the others, while working with only machines, you'll be working with humans. It is a very, very beautiful journey. For example, last time I worked in a consultancy. So upper consultancy, there was I just joined. I got in my campus placement. I went for a consultancy job. So it was a very big company. It was a very big image. The package was wonderful with that. So I just worked at that time. I had some financial stress, so that I thought, say, okay, I'll just take this job itself. So in I just took the job, and it was like really good with the first 6 months. But what happens is your life becomes a routine in consultancy. People who like that way, we can definitely go for consultancy. HR nu pathina, there will be a lot of career options in that. Even yesterday there was an exam conducted by UGC net exam. So HRs can write there so that they can get placed in Navaratna and Miniratna company. The second years can definitely write. The final year HR students is applicable for that exam. And also they can become an assistant professor, or if they want to continue for PhD, that will be being a definite good scholarship. So HR, like, you'll have like different careers. For those who are having the second years, just don't go for one thing. Learn how much ever you can. So when you learn different things, you'll know how your career is going to go. So first, I thought consultancy is my favorite place, and I had a very big office, very fancy office, and I had a tag. So much like monthly, they'll give some gifts and all to you. We turned 1, we turned 2, and so later they'll always give gifts to you. But it was like a moment of realization. I thought that I will not fit over there. My career and my interest is different. So to your whole career, and those who are starting their careers, don't worry at all. So if at all you're going to start a career, definitely do in whatever field you like. You can definitely do it. Go for a private sector job, go for a public sector job, go for a teaching job. Everything is the most beautiful things in HRs. And the second thing, what happens, like continuing with the consultancy. So I just continued, but I thought like, no, this is not my place. So what I did was like, I finished my job completely over there, and the financial stress is all over. So I thought I just moved to a different company. Then only I started Evol Solutions. So Evol Solutions, it was a very small company only, almost 30 to 50 people that it will be there. But it was like more beautiful for me. For example, there was a no HR, only I was a HR over there. So I need to take care of all the activities, not only recruitment. And recruitment is a definitely very big part of HR, which is similar to training and development and everything. So I was taking care of everything, including the payroll. So what happened is I thought this is my place. I want to do something. So now I'm thinking like, okay, so if I can handle this much now, I just for 5 years down the line or 10 years down the line, I'll start my own organization. So that is how my career is changing. So for all the students who are just sitting over there, and if at all you got a job, just go for it. Only then you will know like what is good for you. Just remember, KFC, 65 paisa, they have started it. So there's nothing an end point for your career. Okay. And the next thing is about millennials. So millennials could work it will be more interesting for you. So millennial generation is that, for example, generation is that 2000 again. He was other guy. He was like very sad. Hey, what happened? When you are in HR, you will always get complaints. But it will be nice. Actually, there'll be some person who believes in you and who is telling you this is the problem, this is my concern. So you'll be a responsible person to address it first. So it will be nice on the other side. So that guy came and that guy was like, no, I got losses. Okay, Sarita, what is a loss? You have just started your career. You have not even earned your first month's salary. So what is your career? What is your loss? No, ma'am, I have invested in the stock market like 3 years back and I got lost for 2 lakhs. I was like, hey, stock market, I am learning. I was like, almost like 10 years gap. Hey, I'm learning stock market. You are like staying to invest panirka. He was like, no, ma'am, I invest almost 10 to 15 lakhs, ma'am. I am just investing it daily. So, this generation is like very smart, very smart. So they are totally into this gig economy where they are interested to do the part-time jobs in other companies also. They don't want to work with one company alone. So as an HR, that will be a major threat for you on the other side. Because if you are hiring for your own company now, you want them to work only for you. But due to this pandemic and work from home, everything has changed. So there will be many persons who will be asking you, and the many persons will be coming, and lot of job opportunities. Demand is like very high, but the supply only very less. So most the small startups people will join for coding, and 2 to 3 years they will gain enough knowledge or experience. They will just shift to other companies. So this will be like some of the major threats as an HR. When you guys are passed out and placed in some company now, you guys will also feel the same way, because there will be issues to address. Issues see, one problem can go, but it doesn't mean that it will solve every problem. So other problems will come. You'll be the person who will be in charge to solve all the issues. Okay, so next, I just went through your syllabus. So I saw something interesting called conflict management, employee engagement, and all in your syllabus. So I'll just say about conflict management also a bit. Okay, so for conflict management, so when I went to office now, I thought like conflict management, there will be very big conflicts. So people will be having conflicts of interest. And I thought it was like a very professional issue, and we need to handle it. We need to document. So conflict management, there will be 3 topics in that: win, lose, and so later. So all these 3 topics, I thought I need to document everything. And when this is a fight, now I need to tell everything to everyone. I was going by the books. But if you went to an office environment, there'll be 2 persons fighting like for a chair, even for a chair. They'll be saying, illa ma, illa chair. He only took my chair. I want that chair only. And I'll be like, hey, I read win and all. Where is that? So these are things that is usually common. I mean, whatever you read in books, it is all going to be like you can relate it, but it is not going to be useful in the office. So office environment, you need to have your proactiveness like very much. Proactiveness illama, whatever you read in books, if books la pathina, there will be like McGregor theory and theory X and theory Y. It is all very good. You need to learn everything. But the thing is, when you are going for office, only your proactiveness will be helping you very much. Okay, I think I'm not boring you. Okay, so I'll just continue with that. So the next thing, conflict management, like there will be like small issues to very big issues. The main key of conflict management now is like in my journey, I have addressed so many conflicts from starting from losing a pen to very I want other job. I'm doing 2 jobs and so later. So I have addressed all the issues. So the main key to conflict management when you guys are becoming an HR now, always remember it is okay if you cannot solve a conflict, but just make sure you listen to the conflicts on both the sides. Because when a person is telling you something and you listen to them, that solves almost 90% of the issues. But if you're not listening, now that just grows in them, and then they'll take a decision to just quit the company or do something. Like even data theft also comes in their conflicts. So there are many cases, but you need to listen to the people at least one when they are telling you there's a problem. So these are the key points that I learned in my like 3-year whole journey. And also, like the major problem with now is like you get a talent, and last time what happened is like in a company, there was an in my friend's company, all our friends are like HRs, right? When you guys are passed out, you'll be having a lot of HR connections, and that time you'll be searching for candidates. And when I was in UG, I got all candidates connection. Now I'm searching for candidate connection. I'm having HR connections now. So it always happens, just kalla kanda adakano adakanda kalla kano and so later. There will be always only one thing that is standard with you. So just try to make your connections bigger and bigger. Everyone can use LinkedIn, have connect to everyone. Just don't accept the LinkedIn only to the people you know. That's not Facebook or Instagram. Just go for everyone. Everyone, even the one who is not even having a job, also just try to make a connection. At some point, there will be help that you might need or he might need. You will be able to in a position to help him. Okay, so the major problem what we are facing currently in the industry, talent retention. My friend, what happened? They have invested so much in a candidate, like financially, like training, everything. So what happens is the candidate said, "Illa ma'am, I need to go for an MBA. That is my aim." For all the 2 years, they have invested so much in the candidate. So what happens? This problems all will come to HR table only, because the managers will not take a call about it. Mostly the managers will never take a call about it, because the HR will always be the bad two people. You can see the HR will be, you can read in books like HR is a bridge between the management and the employees. Actually, it is literally true. Nobody will talk to management. Only you guys will be. You'll be like getting scolding from this side also and getting scolding from that side also. People will say the performance is not well, and you need to fire it. On the other hand, the candidate will scold you only. Why are you firing me, Abhina? So again, I'm saying there are a lot of cons, but more than that, there are a lot of pros. So last when you get a candidate, he will say like thank you so much, and when there are some really genuine people who are very happy to get a job, and maybe he may be the breadwinner of the family. That satisfaction you will definitely get from them. And also there are a lot of other things that the candidate expects from the HR. So if a HR, the candidate doesn't expect like only to do recruitment. Recruitment is easy. But comparatively to the onboarding and the orientation and induction, the recruitment is definitely easy. You need to make a follow-up calls only. But on a onboarding and induction, you need to train the candidates. You need to talk with the candidates, make them free with the office atmosphere. For example, in big companies like DHL, Deloitte, they will be having a 11-day rule. They had a 21-day rule. 11 days, when you are doing something for 11 particular days continuous, it will become a habit to you for the rest of your life. So what happens is when people switch from one company to other company, DHL what they will do is like they will just for full 11 days they will not give any work. They'll just give this Duolingo app, the JavaScript, some other thing. For HRs also they'll just give Duolingo or some other activities. So only this part they'll give, like for the 11 days you need to break the chain of your previous company. So all this responsibility comes to HR. The innovativeness mainly comes from the HR side only. Every time you engage people for an activity, it is very easy with Generation Z. They are like more enthusiastic, and before you can pitch an idea itself, they'll come with, yeah, I know this game, I know that game, and so later. It is all a part and parcel of the life. Okay. But the reason I said the triangle love story is this pandemic had made a very good change in working conditions also. People can, yeah, Rajeshwari. So can I continue?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so there are other pros also. For example, when a candidate is hired and when you engage activities, there'll be a lot of things. For example, when you order something for the kids now, like for the, I'm sorry calling it kids because everyone is kid to me from the office. Everyone is almost Generation Z only. So it is all enthusiastic only, and we almost have fun every day. You know, in office, like when I worked in previous my organizations, there should be no music in the organizations, but now only with the high pitch songs people will be able to work. So environment is getting very much better, and you will also be very much better. HR is the base for innovativeness. But in engagement activities now, if a generation is that you take and go na, like almost all musical chair, jumping chair, and if you take and go na, they will say, ma'am, itella we have played in 2K in second standard itself. Adala I don't want. Give something very innovative. So there will be a lot of process to your brain, and or everything. The key is like proactiveness. And also, if the employer or candidate, you may require to address certain issues at times, even though when you are not feeling well. So personally, everyone is humans, right? Upper HR will also be stressful. Upper HR can also get depressed, but you need to be pleasant. So adukku vanditu I follow like 5 tips in my life. Always I follow 5 tips in my life. I'm just sharing it to you. So if at all you are interested in this 5 tips now, you can definitely come over that. The first thing is drink lots and lots of water. It may sound silly, but actually this is really helping. When you drink lots and lots of water now at early morning, even after you woke up, if you're drinking water, it will definitely clean your system, and also you will be able to think better. The main key for HR, if HR nali, you need to think, you need to always bring some innovativeness into the organization. Maybe நீங்க படிக்கிறதுக்கு வேணா data analytics, otherwise performance management, even you can get a distinction in everything. So that is not going to matter in office la pathina, the people who are kept like 20 to 30 areas is also the same, will be getting the same salary, also with the person who is getting the distinction also same salary. It is depends upon the performance only, but adha nama aprom paakalam. But the thing is, like, everyone will be having some issues going on, but HR pathina, it is kind of stressful, but you need to be presentable, and you need to always have some emotionally very strong persons இருக்கணும். So இப்ப நம்ம கிட்ட வந்து 4 பேர். So first time when I was having HR na, என்கிட்ட daily they'll come like 5 people will come and say like 5 problems. I'll be very sad. Are you their lives are like this அப்படின்ட்டு I'll just start thinking about my life. And this was a routine. So at that time now, my manager came to me and said, HR na இப்படிதான் இருக்கும். But that is completely okay. You not need to take everything into your mind. So work-life balance, and you need to have something. So always you need to take care of your health first. Your health and your mental strength is what the thing that is gonna matter at the end of the day. So the first thing, drink more water. Whenever you get a problem, not just drink water. Have at least 3 to 4 liters of water per day. Your day will be definitely good. And the second thing is exercise. When people are working from home, even you guys will be working from studying from home at times and studying from college at times, but make sure you exercise every, like, almost 5 days per week. Okay, that is what gonna be keeping you as the, like, for example, when your brain gets stronger now, your physical strength also needs to be get stronger. Even for women, you definitely need to exercise at least 5 times per week. Only then you will be physically strong. என்னதான் நம்ம வந்துட்டு we can say இல்ல appearance doesn't matter. Appearance is never gonna matter. But the thing is, like, you need to be physically strong to be emotionally strong. You cannot be like if for example, whom do we call a lazy person? If a lazy person is சொன்னோம்னா, he'll be not doing any work, he'll be sitting lazily. But what happens when you exercise now, you'll be like refreshed for the whole day. I didn't believe at first, but definitely this works. I thought when I exercise now, I'll get tired, but it was just some magic. When I exercise now, it is giving me more refreshment, and I was like healthier throughout the day. So make sure you exercise 5 times per week. And the next thing is for financial literacy. So whatever the departments you take, okay, HR எடுங்க, HR you can go for private, public, teaching, and every other things. But the thing is, like, you need to have some personal financing. Ipa nala vanditu what I said was first time vanditu financial management and I had a paper. So I didn't like finance at all. So exactly before the exam hall, I was sitting and crying. Illa na ulla vara maten. Don't take me in. I don't like finance. I don't like maths. It won't work out for me. So I literally cried. I passed the exam with a good grade, but still I was so afraid to write the paper. Because it was an MBA, we had 2 financial papers per sem, first sem and the second sem. And I was crying my heart out. I don't want to write finance. I will never use finance because to me, I am very, very bad at maths. என்கிட்ட வந்துட்டு first page I'll see 3 and the next page I'll write 5. So that is the case I am. I thought நம்மளுக்கு எதுக்கு finance எல்லாம், somebody will take care of everything அப்படின்னு. But you know, personal financing is definitely a course that everyone should take. At least you can go for Udemy course around. You need to know where to invest the money. Even it is 100 rupees, now invest in stocks. ஸ்டாக்ஸ்ல இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணுங்க, மியூச்சுவல் ஃபண்ட்ஸ்ல இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணுங்க. அட்லீஸ்ட் இல்ல அதெல்லாம் பண்ண முடியாது, ஜஸ்ட் கெட் ஃபார் a book for 100 rupees. Read this Rich Dad Poor Dad book, Ikigai book, everything. Even if anyone reads in Tamil, na சில நேரங்கள் சில மனிதர்கள் ஜெயகாந்தன் book. So you just read everything. So the best amount you can invest either time in you or you can invest money on you. So investing money, na just read about the stock markets. It is okay. First time யாருக்கும் எதுவுமே புரியாது, but it's okay. You can just go read. Nobody's gonna ask you to trade like இன்னைக்கு day 1 ல போட்டு day 2 ல you no need to get anything. I know it's completely irrelevant to the HR, but still you need to know as a life hack. Because when I was your age, nobody told me to invest in stocks. Nobody told my parents to invest in stocks. If they had invested like 20 years back, today we would have been like Kodiswaranga level, we would have been there. Literally, because MRF la pathingana 90s la vanditte the stock was 170 or something. It is now 17,000 MRF stock. These are the life hacks. Idella nobody will teach you. Just go and learn it by yourselves. So read books and invest. Definitely invest in some financial part. Okay, PPF la podunga. PPF gets a lot of interest. No, like interest na enna. So how only then you can give advices. The first reason why I started reading finances, ஆஃபீஸ்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா மெஜாரிட்டி தேல்கம் இல்ல மேம் ஃபினான்ஷியல் எனக்கு ப்ராப்ளம், அதனால ஐம் சேஞ்சிங் டு அதர் ஜாப்ன்ட்டு. ஸோ ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் கிவிங் ஃபினான்ஷியல் அட்வைசஸ் ஆல்சோ நவ். ஸோ ஹெச்ஆர் இஸ் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் எவ்ரி ஒன், என்டர்டைனர், ஃபினான்ஷியல் அட்வைசர். ஸோ இட் டேக்ஸ் அரௌண்ட் ஆல் த ரோல்ஸ் லைக் ஹோம் டெக்கரேட்டர். இப்போ ஆஃபீஸ் ஏதாவது டெக்கரேஷன்ஸ்னா வந்துட்டு நோபடி வில் கம், பட் ஹெச்ஆர்ஸ் நீட் டு டூ தட். அண்ட் ஹெச்ஆர்ஸ் ஆக்சுவலி பாத்தீங்கன்னா எண்ட் ஆஃப் த டே எவ்ரி ஒன் வில் பி ஹாப்பி ஃபார் தட். And that is a particular main reason everyone is taking HR. Okay, HR editing pathina people are like very good, and people are mostly HR edukravanga they'll be more empathetic. The most important attribute that everyone should have is like, even in a department people should be empathetic. I hope what empathetic means is like empathetic now putting yourself in other shoes. Because I'm sorry for explaining it, because நான்லாம் வந்துட்டு யூஜி படிச்சிட்டு இருக்கும் போது I will be like empathetic, apathetic, என்ன புதுசா வார்த்தையெல்லாம் சொல்றாங்கன்ட்டு I slept most of the guest lectures. I was like super guest lecturer, this is a free period for us அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So I make sure that it is not like that. I try to be கொஞ்சமாச்சு ஜோக் எல்லாம் போடுறதுக்கு, but if it is not enough now, just please forgive and move on with the next topics. ஓகேங்களா? So empathetic ஏன் அப்படின்னு சொல்றேன்னா, you'll get a lot of problems, but every time வந்துட்டு நீங்க empathetic இருக்க முடியாது. People will come and give like இல்ல my sister's marriage, so I need a leave for 5 days அப்படின்னா they'll have an issues. So at that times you need to be like not biased also. You need to be like a proper stand. You need to tell people like, no, this is a situation in office, you need to have a clear stand on yourself. So these are some of the major issues that HRs face on a day-to-day life. But அதையும் தாண்டி பாத்தீங்கன்னா your life will be like really good when you are HR. வெளியில வந்துட்டு HR அப்படின்னு சொன்னா you can have like a கெத்தா ஸ்டைலா மாசா like HR அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So I joined main HR only for these characteristics. But when you go and switch on to the jobs now, you will definitely know there is some internal satisfaction that you get. இப்போ when I was training classes அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, so some classes the students will be like really interactive. நீங்க question எழுதி போறதுக்கு முன்னாடி people will be giving you answers. So அந்த மாதிரி classes வந்து நீங்க முடிச்சிட்டு வந்தீங்கன்னா that day you will be having a very good satisfaction. But that satisfaction will not be in every cases. But that is okay. HR லயும் அப்படியே தான். So sometimes நீங்க பண்ற your decisions will be like really good, and sometimes your decision may not be really good, but at least you're not biased. Okay, sometimes வந்து genuine leave தேவைப்படும், but அப்போ வந்து அது தெரியாம we may not give leave because everything will be monitored in an HRMS and HRIS எல்லாமே இருக்கும். You guys will be reading on it. நீங்க வந்து Zoho HR இருக்கு, Udo இருக்கு, HR platforms எல்லாமே நிறைய இருக்கு. So when you guys are reading about it, எவ்வளவுதான் நீங்க read பண்ணாலும் when you go into an office now you'll have an Excel. எக்ஸல்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் எனக்குலாம் எக்ஸல்ல ஒரு கோடுமே தெரியாது. I don't even know like what is the formula to use in HR. But you know everything we have Google. எல்லாமே you can learn from Google. And so HRs வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா so you need to be empathetic on the other hand. You need to be innovative. எல்லாமே all in all you need to be as a single person. And the last advice I would give is like the first one, I'm just repeating it: drinking water, exercising, and reading books. Financial literacy. தயவு செஞ்சு invest in some stocks or mutual funds. That will be definitely good for you. I'm repeating it because I did the mistake of not investing it. Imagine 20-year kid having a 10 lakhs in the bank account, which he invested in like almost 15 years back. He invested on 10 years. அவங்க அப்பா வந்துட்டு like 10 years இருக்க போது my dad told me to invest. அதனால I invested. So now I'm having 10 lakhs in my account. So imagine the financial literacy. You don't need to know about it, but at least your 100 rupees, 200 rupees நீங்க போட்டீங்கனாலும் it will definitely be good in your future. And the next one is like be empathetic. Yes, that is definitely needed for all the cases. And the last thing is like I'll finish off in 5 minutes. Adukapra if you have any question and answers, you can definitely ask. Okay, I hope it is not boring. Okay, and the last one is I told about the almost all the topics. Ipo vandu there is an interesting statistics I'll say. So 2019 la there were 2 articles. The first article la enna sollirundanga millennials are a threat to HR and solittu there was a big article which created various issues on this. They said that millennials now vandu there will be a major threat to HR will not be able to function with the millennials because neenga or age limit pathinga when you are having in an office environment or 1980s people will be born, right? So when you work with them, they always have a standard set of practices. Kalayila vandru they'll come by 9 o'clock itself, 9:30 office now, and they'll have coffee by 11 o'clock and lunch by 1 o'clock. They maintain the perfect timings and leave the office by 6:30 to 7 at the ending time. But what happens, other that is one kind of, they don't want to listen to songs and all. They just wanted office work environment to be a strict 9 to 5 manner. They wanted. But what happens, other office you will be having 90s kids. So for 90s kids, what they will do is like they'll come, but they'll not. If over 11 o'clock coffee break, they'll come by only like 11:45. They'll just sit sumave anga konnero. Okay, like a school kid, they'll behave. For example, in college, like school, and washroom போறதுனா டக்குன்னு போயிட்டு washroom ல திருப்பி வரதுக்கு you will just go through all the rounds and come back to washroom. They will behave. It will be like so funny at times. Coffee தானடா குடிக்க போறீங்க, you can come back la இல்ல sir, I'm taking rest now அப்படின்னு they'll say. But this 2K kids, you know, they are like coffee சொன்ன டைம்க்கு they will not come. They are more oriented towards a flexible side. They'll be like, I'll finish off all the works that you give because their productivity is more increasing. When you see for example, I just made this comparison yesterday. So we had cats and dogs in our home. So cats pathingana, the first generation of cats, the bigger cat is like really dumb, but when you come to the youngest cat na, it will be very smart. It knows how to open the door, how to jump on a bed, and how to do everything. Other where dogs pathingana, the first one will be very smart. The last one you get na, it will be very dumb. It will not even know what to do anything. Adhe mari humans pathingana, the first generation is like fixed with a set of rules. But the second millennials pathingana, they are flexible to a limit, but they are like, okay, if I'm flexible, I'm not giving you the flexibility and so on. They are understanding it. But the third generation, the generation Z, they are definitely expecting a flexibility. So when they are expecting flexibility, as a HRs, we need to be more flexible than them. For HRs, definitely there will be an age gap. Because you would have finished HR and then you would have go and hire them. So definitely there will be an age gap of 2 to 5, almost 5 to 10 years kuda gaps irukum. When you go through a career na, you will be like 30 and 40, but you will still be hiring the college students only, the senior positions. But college students in pathingana, your generation gap is different. So what happens now, generation Z they are like want more and more and flexible lifestyle. But you need to be more flexible with them. But it is like we need to be flexible with all the 3 generations. Like first கேக்குறவனுக்கும் நம்ம என்னன்னு கரெக்ட்டா சொல்லணும், second generationக்கும் like 90s kids also we need to manage, and 2K kids also like we need to be flexible with the way that they are. Okay, இதெல்லாம் வந்துட்டு it is not definitely in books. இதெல்லாம் புக்ஸ்ல எங்கயுமே சொல்லிருக்க மாட்டாங்க. புக்ஸ்ல உங்களுக்கு வந்துட்டு தியரி மட்டும் தான் இருக்கும். Definitely don't go by books always. Just go for, இப்ப நீங்க first years இருக்கீங்க, second years இருக்கீங்க, if second years got jobs na, definitely you can go for a job. இல்ல first years தான் இருக்கும் அப்படின்னீங்கன்னா go for an internship. Even it is unpaid, no one cares. Just go for an internship. You'll add something to your resume. அதனால go for internship, HR internship போங்க. Unpaid, paid தான் போவேன் அப்படின்லாம் இருக்காதீங்க. Go for anything. காலேஜ் இப்ப எனக்குலாம் வந்து காலேஜ்ல 2 months கம்பல்சரி இருந்தது. That is the reason that I went. அதுக்கப்புறம் HR internship போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் புக்ஸ்ல what I read and the HR internship is completely different. There was nothing relevant. நீங்க எந்த டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் எடுத்தாலும் சரி, என்ன ஜாப் எடுத்தாலும் சரி, நீங்க புக்ஸ்ல படிக்கிறது that will definitely not be in your job style. But you need to be have like HR na main you need to have empathy and proactiveness. அவ்வளவுதான். Empathy to the other people, but also on the other side, you empathy எவ்வளவுதான் இருந்தாலுமே you need to make sure that your mental health and your physical health is your first priority than everything else. உங்களோட mental priority or mental peace, if you're not having that, there is nothing, no use at all in working a job, in working anywhere. Okay, I learned it like a very hard way. Because mental health, I didn't give importance to my mental health. I was like behaving like a karna parambara. Now வந்து மத்தவங்க ப்ராப்ளம் தான் I will solve. என் ப்ராப்ளம் எல்லாம் தானா I will like ஊரா பிள்ளை ஊட்டி வளர்த்த தான் பிள்ளை தானா வளருன்ற கதையில I was like இல்ல மத்தவங்க ப்ராப்ளம் I will solve. I'm HR. My problem என்றால் தானா it will just get solved அப்படின்ட்டு. Definitely not. Definitely that is not going to happen. Okay, just first வந்துட்டு try to analyze the situation. உங்களால solve பண்ண முடிஞ்சது. If the situation is solvable by you அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா you can just go for it and solve the situations. இல்ல situation solve பண்ண முடியல அப்படின்னீங்கன்னா just leave it. அவ்வளவுதான். There's nothing. அதை பத்தி நம்ம கவலைப்பட்டோ இல்ல when we are spending some emotions on that, just don't have any emotional connect over a thing that you cannot control it. ஓகேங்களா? அது டைலாக் மாதிரி தான். நடக்கணும்னு இருந்தா it will happen. நடக்காதுன்னு இருந்தா நடக்காது. Just leave it. But make sure you have your mental peace at all. The mental peace காக anything you can do. If at all you want to exercise பண்ணனும் exercise பண்ணுங்க. இல்ல வந்துட்டு painting பண்ணுங்க. எனக்கு ஆபீஸ்ல வந்து I got stressed really. I asked my manager my manager name is Mauli. So I asked Mauli, can I paint in the back door அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. He was like, yeah, definitely you can paint in back door. You can do whatever you want in the office. So he was like a really, really supportive manager for me. But the first organization that I worked, the manager was not very supportive. He was good, but Anna, like he didn't give me opportunity to take any initiatives. எனக்கு வந்துட்டு I wanted to take many initiatives. I wanted to be a person like because of me, something is happening in that organization. I got some profit in that because நம்மளும் போனோம் வேலைக்கு பார்த்தோம் அப்படி இல்லாம அபூர்வா அந்த இடத்துல இருந்ததுனால there is something happening over there. So I wanted that particular thing. So I thought this place will be a best place for me. And similarly, this happened for every person. This is something you need to know. Don't be an 11th person to the 10 persons in a group. Just be a single person. Even if you're not able to know, just show be in an organization where it allows to take your initiatives. But on the other hand, be with both bad managers as well as the good managers. Because appada you will know how to be a manager. ரெண்டு விஷயமே கத்துக்கிட்டாதான் you will know what is good in that, what is bad in that. Even the most worst manager will have some good attributes in them. Even the best manager can have some bad attributes in them. You need to take it. You need to take like என்ன புக் படிக்கிற மாதிரி தான். புக் படிச்சீங்கன்னா you need to have a something in that. அதுல இருந்து ஒரு எசன்ஸ் நீங்க எடுக்கணும். அந்த மாதிரி I work with both the managers and now I am leading a team. I know how to be a manager. And sometimes I make mistakes also. Only by mistakes I'm learning. நான் எதையுமே ட்ரை பண்ணாம இருந்தேன்னா, for example, நாக்ரியில வந்துட்டு யூ நீட் டு தேர் பி ஆஃபீஸ் பேக்கேஜ் மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஒரு 50,000 1 lakh பேக்கேஜோ அந்த பேக்கேஜுக்கு வந்துட்டு யூல் பி லைக் டவுன்லோடிங் ரெஸ்யூமேஸ். இத்தனை யூ நீட் டு பே இட். இப்ப இண்டீட் மாதிரி பாத்தீங்க, இப்ப ஜாப் சைட்ஸ் பாத்தீங்கன்னா இண்டீட் இருக்கும், நாக்ரி இருக்கும், லிங்க்டின் இருக்கும். சோ லிங்க்டின்ல வந்துட்டு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் போஸ்ட் வந்து நீங்க ஃப்ரீயா போஸ்ட் பண்ணலாம். செகண்ட்ல வந்து யூ நீட் டு பே மணி. அதே மாதிரி நாக்ரி யூ நீட் டு ஆல்ரெடி பே மணி அண்ட் அதுல இருந்து யூ கேன் ஜஸ்ட் டேக் ரெஸ்யூமேஸ். So first time in our organizationல வந்துட்டு எனக்கு இதெல்லாம் யாருமே சொல்லி தரல. None of my guest lectures or none of my books taught like Naukri will be paid version. You need to download only certain. So what I thought first போனேன், I just had a keyword, restricts I put a keyword and I downloaded everything. And அதுக்கப்புறம் கேட்டா அதுக்கப்புறம் my manager was saying me only after 2 days he was realizing இந்த மாதிரி நான் சொன்னேன் இல்ல எனக்கு இதுக்கு மேல ரெஸ்யூம் டவுன்லோட் பண்ண வரல அப்படின்ட்டு. He was saying oh my god it's a paid version. நீங்க வந்துட்டு ரெஸ்யூம்ஸ் யூ நீட் டு சர்ச் லைக் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பாத்தீங்கன்னா கேண்டிடேட்டோட பிரீஃப் கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க. அந்த பிரீஃபை படிச்சுட்டு யூ கேன் ஜஸ்ட் டவுன்லோட் த ரெஸ்யூம்ஸ். ஐ டிடன்ட் டு இட் தி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம். ஐ ஜஸ்ட் டவுன்லோட் randomly because I thought okay after this I can shortlist, I can sort it out, எக்ஸல்ல போட்டு ஈஸியா முடிஞ்சிரும்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So these are the mistakes I learned. There was not even a single scolding, but no one said anything to me. They were like, okay, it is your learning stage, you are learning it, that is okay completely. But there'll be some persons who may scold you for that also. And in my first organization, like the very for LinkedIn and all, I just bought something without knowing now. So they got deducted in my from my salary. A salary loss they have deducted. Okay, it is all okay. Everything is okay. When you try new things, now you learn everything. 1 month salary, you will definitely not understand. And the process because what I felt was really bad. Now textbooks எல்லாமே இருக்கும், உங்களுக்கு ஸ்டாஃப்ஸ் எல்லாருமே இருப்பாங்க, இப்ப உங்க சீனியர்ஸ் எல்லாருமே வேலை பார்ப்பாங்க. பட் நோபடி வில் சே விச் இஸ் அ பெய்ட் வெர்ஷன், விச் இஸ் அ நான் பெய்ட் வெர்ஷன். நம்ம எங்க எப்படி அப்ரோச் பண்ணணும், ஹவு டு நெகோஷியேட் வித் பீப்புள். உங்களுக்கு புக்ல நெகோசியேஷன் பாத்தீங்கன்னா சிட் இன் ரவுண்ட் சர்க்கிள், ஆப்போசிட்ல உட்காராதீங்க, யூ வில் நீட் டு சிட் சைட் பை சைட், தென் ஒன்லி ஃபைட்ஸ் வில் நாட் கம் அப்படின்னு they would have given like all the stories. இதெல்லாம் ஒரு இண்டஸ்ட்ரியல் என்விரான்மெண்ட்க்கு, நீங்க மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் இண்டஸ்ட்ரிக்கு போனீங்கன்னா அங்க லேபர் லா எல்லாம் இருக்கும். சோ அப்ப இதெல்லாம் செட் ஆகும். பட் ஆனா ரியாலிட்டியில பாத்தீங்கன்னா இட் வில் நாட் செட் எக்ஸாக்ட்லி. ஸோ ஹேவ் மோர் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர்ஸ், ஹேவ் மோர் கனெக்ட் வித் லிங்க்டின்ல போங்க, கனெக்ட் பண்ணுங்க. ஹெச்ஆர்ஸ் மோஸ்டாவே கண்டென்ட் கிரியேட்டர்ஸா இருப்பாங்க லிங்க்டின்ல. So அவங்க they will share their own experience. அதுல இருந்து we can learn, because when books we can learn nothing. இப்போ உங்களுக்கு ரியல் டைம் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் ஒன்று வேணும்னா யூ நீட் டு டெஃபினெட்லி கோ ஃபார் த லிங்க்டின். எல்லாம் கனெக்ட் வித் பீப்புள். இப்போ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஹெச்ஆர் ஸ்மால் கம்பெனிலயும் இருப்பாங்க, கூகுள்லயும் இருப்பாங்க, லிங்க்டின்லயும் இருப்பாங்க. ஸோ லிங்க்டின், ஐ மீன் the persons who are working as HR in LinkedIn. So connect with all the sets of people. So you will know like யாரு எப்படி நம்ம அப்ரோச் பண்ணணும். But the harsh reality என்னதான் சொல்றாங்க, கேம்பஸ்ல some people can get placed, some people may not get placed, but don't depend on campus. You need to search a job for your own things. இப்போ I got placed in campus, but that job didn't suit me. So அதுக்காக இல்ல கேம்பஸ் வேலை மட்டும்தான் உட்கார்ந்துட்டு இருக்க முடியாது என்னாலையும். So what happens is you need to connect with LinkedIn to different people, have a very good resume. நிறைய resume building apps எல்லாம் இருக்குது. So when you are an HR நீங்க பாப்பீங்க, you will get daily like thousands of resumes. So அப்போ you will see like 6 seconds தான் ஆமா போல resume, you know, like resume timing 6 seconds to 7 seconds தான் average people will see அப்படின்னு. So when you just go on to that, like ஒரு லைஃப்ல ஒரு 2 years 1 year நீங்க ஹெச்ஆர் பாத்தீங்கன்னா you will know ஒரு ரெஸ்யூம் பார்த்தோம்னா நம்ம அதுல என்னெல்லாம் பார்க்கணும், இதெல்லாம் பார்க்க கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு. But there are many factors to how to evaluate a candidate. இப்போ ஒரு candidate can be very good in first company, but நீங்க ஒர்க் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிறதுல, but the candidate cannot be good in the other company. So you need to have the candidate's contact. எப்படின்னா you can connect with LinkedIn also. The candidates are like ஒரு 5 rounds வச்சிருக்கீங்க, 4 rounds is like performing very well. Now if you know some other person, just refer them. Sometimes referring will definitely help. அதே மாதிரி when you are not getting jobs, even after applying to different companies, I applied to almost 150 companies during the pandemic only. I just shifted my job during pandemic. So I applied to 150 companies. What happened is like I got very irritated. இன்னும் ஒரு வேலையும் கிடைக்கல, ஆல்ரெடி வேலை தானே பார்த்திருப்போம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So I applied in LinkedIn, Naukri. என் போன்ல இல்லாத ஆப்பே கிடையாது. புதுசா they had like ஆப்ல எல்லாம் you can upload resumes. Naukri, Indeed எல்லாம் விட்டுட்டு I went for like all the nook and corners. I got all the job applications. Like என்னெல்லாம் சைட் இருக்கோ அத்தனை சைட் I have downloaded. I have given my mail ID. My mail ID is like full spam box மாதிரி இருக்கு. I can't differentiate the idea between the inbox and spam மாதிரி அவ்வளோ mails I have applied. So but the thing is like என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா reference always works. இப்ப even though you are really talented, உங்ககிட்ட இப்ப நான் ஒரு ஜாப் போட்டேன் கேண்டிடேட் அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு 500 ரெஸ்யூமேஸ் கிட்ட வரும். சோ உங்களுக்கு எக்ஸ்பைரி ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும். இப்ப நான் சில பேர் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நாளே சில பேர் செலக்ட் ஆவாங்க. Sometimes you select candidates and candidates will not be interested to join your company. So they will have a better offer. So அதனால என்ன ஆகும்னா at the end of the day your resume may get lost. அதனால always have a reference. இப்ப நான் ஈவால ஒர்க் பண்றேன் அப்படின்னா so எனக்கு லிங்க்டின்ல கனெக்ஷன் கொடுத்துட்டு இந்த மாதிரி I am searching for a job. Do you know anyone சொல்லிட்டு நீங்க ரெஃபரன்ஸ் மாதிரி ஒரு சின்ன சென்ட் நோட்னு இருக்கும், நீங்க கனெக்ட் கொடுக்க போதே அதுல you can just type it இந்த மாதிரி. So இத everyone responds. Even we have tried it for go frugal companies like Vembu companies and all. So they are responsive actually. People are really responsive. உங்களுக்கு job வேணும், you can just add your skills in the பெரிய ஒரு சின்ன brief மாதிரி can add your skills. You can have your resume also. Can you refer me சொல்லிட்டு you can definitely, even LinkedIn has an option for that. You have a little button for called refer people அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So it is definitely going to be helpful with reference. Don't think like நம்ம ஜாபுக்குலாம் இன்னொருத்தவங்க கிட்ட போய் கேட்கணுமா ஸ்கில்ஸ் இருக்கா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. நம்மளுக்கு அவ்வளவு ஸ்கில்ஸ் இல்லையா, don't self doubt you any pace. In the case don't have any self doubts on yourself. You are literally awesome and you're literally perfect. யார் என்ன வேணா சொல்லிட்டு போலாம், but you're awesome and you're perfect and you can achieve everything that you want in your life. But everyone needs a small trigger. And the trigger, don't think like you don't have talent அப்படின்ட்டு. Everyone has talents. So நீங்க லிங்க்டின்ல போனீங்கன்னா connect with people, so you'll know like நீங்களும் ஒரு ஜாப் கிடைக்கலாம் உங்களுக்கு. பிகாஸ் நீங்க நார்மலா அப்ளை பண்ணீங்கன்னா பீப்புள் வெரி லெஸ் சான்ஸ் ஃபார் அன் ஹெச்ஆர் டு சி த ரெஸ்யூமே. நீங்க ஹெச்ஆர் ஆகும் போது நீங்க பிளேஸ் ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் யூ வில் நோ லைக் ஹவு மச் ரெஸ்யூம்ஸ் யூ கெட் அப் பர் வீக் ஆர் பர் மந்த். உங்களுக்கு ஜாப் போட்ட உடனே யூ கெட் லைக் ஹண்ட்ரட்ஸ் ஆஃப் ரெஸ்யூமேஸ். அப்புறம் உங்க ரெஸ்யூம் ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கும், பட் ஆனா அது 50th 60th பிளேஸ்லயோ இருந்ததுன்னா அதுக்குள்ள அந்த பொசிஷன் ஃபில் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா யூ வில் நாட் பி கன்சிடர்ட் ஃபார் தட். இப்ப அக்சென்ச்சர் எல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு அப்ளை பண்ண போதே தேர் வி கவுண்ட் வில் பி thousands only. இதுவே இஸ்ரோல கூட ஹெச்ஆர் நான் வந்துட்டு அப்ளை பண்ண போது almost 40,000 என்னோட ரோல் நம்பர் காமிச்சு. இந்த 40,000ல how will they see my resume? So it is always good to have references. Connect with all the industry people that you know, manufacturing industry, private industry, every industry. Don't like hesitate. In the industry kulla நம்ம போறோம்னு சொல்லிட்டு எந்த opportunity கிடைச்சாலும் just go for it. எந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டினாலுமே, ஈவன் இஃப் இட் இஸ் a very small company also, even there's a 5% company இல்ல ஒரு 100% company, எம்என்சி எதுவா இருந்தாலுமே just don't think about it. If you got a job, just go for it. ஹெச்ஆர் படிச்சுட்டு எத்தனையோ பேர் வந்து பிடிஎம் எல்லாம் இருக்காங்க. They totally have changed careers also because நீங்க ஒரு ஆர்கனைசேஷன்ல போகும்போது you will find yourself more. இது வரைக்கும் you have not noticed that skill in you, but at the end of the day like நீங்க வேற ஏதாவது பண்ணும்போது you know like you are very good at something else, so அப்ப you can switch also. So these are things that I wanted to say. So if you have any doubts now, you can ask. I hope I didn't bore you enough. And thank you so much, Devika, for having a screen presentable all the times, because it really helped me. I have a problem of not able to speak on the blank screen. Since I was a teacher now, every time the students if they shake the head only, I can go for the next sentence. I just stop there. They யாருனா தலையாட்டுங்கடா அப்பதான் பேச முடியும், புரியுதா புரியலையா. Even with HRs also it is happening. Like நான் கேண்டிடேட் ஒரு தடவை எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம்னா they'll be like ஏதாவது பண்ணுங்கடா, தலை இப்படி ஆட்டுங்க அப்படி ஆட்டுங்க, புரியுதா ஓகேவா இல்லையா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So I am very thankful for that. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can ask any questions if you have.
Guys, do you have any questions?
Okay, so Rajeshwari, இப்ப நீங்க HR னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா recruitment is only a part of HR. You can be an learning and development consultant. You can be an training counselor, and you can also be an HR manager, generalist அப்படின்னு எடுத்தீங்கன்னா you'll be having all the activities that you need to do in an organization. And the other jobs can be payroll assistant இருக்கலாம் நீங்க. So you'll be handling the salary things, compensation benefits officer இருக்கலாம். So அப்ப பாத்தீங்கன்னா in labor departments எல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா compensation and labor officerன்னு ஒருத்தங்க இருப்பாங்க. So they take care of all the labor things. உங்களுக்கு labor lawன்னு ஒரு பேப்பர் இருக்கும் ஹெச்ஆர்ல, that is the most important. All the government exams having the ஹெச்ஆருக்கு இருக்க எல்லா கவர்மெண்ட் எக்ஸாம்ஸ்க்குமே the paper labor law is very important. Almost all the questions, 50 to 100 questions comes only from labor laws. It is very hard to read, but when you are able to read it, it is definitely useful for you big time. So HR னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா recruitment is just only a part. நீங்க recruiter போனீங்கன்னா that will be a job role. Make sure that you read the job description before applying for the jobs. Randomly don't apply for it. You can read it. இப்ப நான் அப்ளை பண்ணும்போது I saw for a HR generalist role and I have applied it. So இப்ப நான் என் ஆஃபீஸ்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா I take care of recruiting, I take care of the selection process, and I take care of onboarding, induction, orientation, as well as since I'm the only person over there, I take care of almost except a payroll. Payroll I just help them because we have a finance team. Finance will take care of all salary processing things. I just only help them on payroll. Okay, I hope this answers your question. If you want more answers, I'll just share you the link. later. Any more questions? Thank you so much, Ma.
Ma'am, is finance mandatory for HR, ma'am?
No, actually, finance is not mandatory for HR, but finance is mandatory for a life skill. You'll be having finance as a life skill only. Finance வந்துட்டு நீங்க அசட் லயபிலிட்டின்னு சொல்லிட்டு எல்லாம் இருக்கும். நீங்க நான் படிக்கும் போது it was really hard for me. But when you get the salary at the first month, you need to do that only. No other go. எங்க சம்பளம் போச்சுன்னு you'll never not know. If I see my card, everything will be in Amazon only. அப்போதான் I thought சரி நான் முதல்ல Amazon எடுத்துட்டு I'll just learn some personal finance. I'll just get to know more and sort of. Finance is a life skill, ma. Definitely not a HR skill, but a life skill. Definitely everyone needs to know.
Participants, do you have any questions? Okay. Okay, I think we can wind up the session.
Okay.
If there is
okay.
no question. Thank you, Apurva, for being with us
thank
this
you so
evening.
much, ma'am. So
I'll get in touch with you later.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much. For the candidates, at least the session was interesting to at least for a scale rate of 10 வந்துட்டு கொஞ்சம் much at least was 5% interesting. At least தூங்கலன்றதுக்காக someone type something na. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma. I think I didn't bore you guys. I just shared my எவ்வளோ ஜோவியலா சொல்ல முடியுமோ அவ்வளோ ஜோவியலா I tried. Maybe if there is an online session இல்லாம offline sessions இருந்ததுன்னா I'll definitely try to be more engaged and இதுல வந்து interact பண்றது it was definitely hard online ல. But offline sessions, if there are any in future, I'll definitely be more jovial, and I also learn from you guys also. Thank you so much. Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, Apurva, we'll be planning more sessions in the month of after January 2020.
Okay, ma'am.
So we will definitely invite you for another, campus session.
Yeah, thank you, please, ma'am. Because it's very hard, but I'm sorry, I just made Devika more trouble, and you also gave a lot of troubles. Because blank screen apatala, definitely I can't speak. I'm just wondering, like, teachers எல்லாம் எப்படி class எடுக்கறாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு.
We have started offline classes, like a couple of months back itself we have started, and it was a different session. Usually our guest lecture used to, they will have a PPT and they will do presentation. Instead of that, it was a different session. I think students would have enjoyed.
Thank you, ma'am. Because PPTs பாத்தீங்கன்னா வந்துட்டு I have been in 2 years of PPTs only. நான் இது வரைக்கும் I learned like so much PPTs, I mugged so much PPTs, all the octopus எல்லாம் I have learned it. But officeல வந்து octopus இல்ல, patience மட்டும்தான் I am learning it. So I thought, say, okay, I'll just say some harsh truths இருந்தாலும், even if it is harsh, I thought, say, okay, உண்மையை சொல்லிடலாம். So they'll also be prepared to some level அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு தான். Because I'm doing it for every colleges. Because நான் வந்துட்டு, because எனக்கு வந்து guest lecture, they will say HRs are very beautiful. Because they'll just come from a 10 to 15 year background. அப்ப பாத்தீங்கன்னா HR வந்துட்டு வெறும் மேனேஜிங் வேலை தான் இருக்கும். கேண்டிடேட் பேசுற வேலையெல்லாம் இருக்காது. But daily I make like 10 to 15 calls. Now, it is different. When starting a career is different. So I think I have shared almost, it has been a therapy session for me. என்னோட மனசுல இருக்கிறதெல்லாம் I have just said a lot to you guys. Thank you so much.
That's nice. Yeah. Yes, Devika, shall we wind up the session?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Akshaya will be going on with the formality. Akshaya.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much. Your the shared information was really thoughtful, and it will always stay with us. So next, to end this session, I call upon Soundarya from the first year of MA HRM, to propose the Ode of Thanks.
Thank you, Akshaya. Thank you for spending a valuable part of your time with us, ma'am. It was very interesting and informative session. I deem this a great honor and privilege to propose the oath of thanks on this occasion. Firstly, I thank Almighty for making this event successfully. Secondly, I extend my sincere thanks to our chief guest for enlightening us on the triangle love story of millennials, pandemic, and the HR. I also extend my gratitude to our college for giving this opportunity. And also I thank our technical team and I thank our teachers for giving us opportunity. Last but not least, I thank all the students who took part in this webinar. Once again, thank you all.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Soundarya, for
Yeah.
it was like really nice. Did you like it?
Yes, ma'am.
Jolly out of thanks மட்டும் படிச்சிட்டீங்க புடிச்சிருந்ததா கொஞ்சமாச்சு
Yes,
புரிஞ்சதா
ma'am, it was really informative, ma'am.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, ma. I'll just share my mail ID also here. If you have any personal issues, இல்லனா வந்துட்டு like personal HR ல doubts இருந்தது, இல்ல you want someone to talk regarding your anxiety இருந்தது, இல்ல வேற ஏதாவது stage fear இருந்தது, so anything, just tell to this mail ID. I'll definitely be help you out. Because now start பண்ணும்போது public speaking and no one was there to help me out. There is always a shoulder from this side, so you can just anyone யாரா இருந்தாலுமே so you can just make sure like உங்களுக்கு என்ன difficulties இருந்தாலும் சரி, I'll just make sure I'll just spend some time at least with you, so you can just be clear on your thoughts. ஓகேங்களா? I'm always having எனக்கு என்னோட emotional intelligence மேம் already எப்போதுமே ஒண்ணே தான் சொல்லுவாங்க, even if you are not able to solve your own problems, at least make sure உங்களுக்கு தெரியவாத வைங்க, you are there for someone ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So even though I'm not connected with you personally, I'm there for everyone. So ஏதாவது டவுட்ஸ்னாலும் just go with this mail ID and you can just ping me over it. Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was so kind of you, actually. Thank you so much. So I think the session ends here. So, and I thank Soundarya for delivering the Ode of Thanks also. I first thank the Almighty who has blessed us with this day, wonderful day. I then thank the management and all our staff team for taking a lot of efforts for this incredible session. And at last, my beloved friends, I hope all of you are in touch with us for other sessions too. So thank you, ma'am, and thank you all.
Yeah, thank you so much. Lectures, yes, will come. I just wrote it wrongly. அது மட்டும் please get the correct mail ID from Devika. Devika, can you post it?
Yeah, okay, ma'am. I'll share it.
Yeah. I'm extremely sorry. Unless I missed it. Sorry for that. Yeah. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful session. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. You're welcome. Okay, madam. Shall I leave the call?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay,
for
thank
being
you so
here.
much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Participants, you can fill the feedback form which is available in the comment section. Participants, can you fill the feedback form and submit to us? So then you will be getting your certificates. I have posted again the feedback form. Kindly fill it. Yes, I have posted. Those who have got the link, please leave the meet. Students, we have posted 3 times. No, we will not be able to post it in the WhatsApp group. We have posted in the comment section. Please scroll it and check. Devika, Akshaya, can you see the feedback link?
Yes, ma'am. It is actually there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
It's there, ma'am.
Yes, why other participants are saying it is not available? I don't.
Can you kindly scroll and check? It is there in the last.
Participants, you can leave the meet as soon as you fill the feedback form.
Ma'am, is it okay now? I have posted it with everyone.
Yes, please check that. You can fill the form. Okay, please leave the meeting. We are about to end the session now.